Welcome to the France 24 Observers, the show that's based on our network of ordinary people who are our eyes and ears around the world. We begin today in the world's biggest inland body of water, the Caspian Sea. It is home to fish like tuna and sturgeon, but their numbers are dwindling because of overfishing. In the southern part of the sea, officials in Iran are cracking down on illegal fishermen. Our observer says they're using a new technique.
About 3 weeks ago, the Coast Guard started cracking down on illegal fishing. They managed to seize 30,000 illegally caught fish, along with the boats the fishermen use, which are known as Angelicas. One of the illegal fishermen showed me a video he'd taken. He wants it to be used in legal proceedings against the Coast Guard. He explained that he was out fishing with another boat when speedboats from the Coast Guard sped towards them and rammed them. Their fragile Angelicas sank and the Coast Guard left them in the middle of the sea. Eventually, another fishing boat came to rescue them. The Angelicas are little boats made of cheap materials. They take inner tubes from tractors and fill them with air for flotation. Then they attach a small outboard motor and head out to sea. They're designed to be replaceable. If they are confiscated, they only cost about €300 to replace. It's true, though, that the fishing situation around the Mian Kala Peninsula is a disaster. It's threatening vulnerable species like the sturgeon, and the illegal fishermen don't think twice about catching them, even during the breeding season.
To Niger now in West Africa. Back in January, there were deadly riots there after the French magazine Charlie Hebdo published a defiant cover showing the Prophet Muhammad. Angry Muslims attacked Christian churches and at least 10 people were killed. Our observer tells us parishioners at his church are still trying to rebuild.
We're here in the parish of St. Paul of Harabonda. The church was burnt down to the ground. Everything was destroyed and vandalized, right up to the roof. After it happened, the parishioners of all the different churches got together to rebuild. People with experience in construction were helped by volunteers, especially young people, to get the job done. They're working on it now. To put things straight, they had to remove the rest of the roofing, so they can rebuild the church from scratch. The biggest problem for the parish is that the rainy season is coming. It will start in June. The rain could do more damage. It could damage the walls, and the whole building could come down, like a sandcastle. While they're waiting for the roof to be built, the parishioners hold services under tarpaulins. During the rainy season, there are strong winds that will tear the tarpaulins away. It's a race against time.
And now for some more reports and images sent in by our observers. We start with a video from Russia, from a citizen who is proud of his country's imperialism, past and present.
Я русский оккупант. Это моя профессия. Так сложилось исторически. Когда-то я оккупировал Сибирь. Теперь там добывают нефть, газ, алюминий и еще много полезного. Теперь там города с детскими садами и больницами.
The video goes on to make the same boasts about former Soviet countries in Europe and Central Asia, including Ukraine. It got more than 4 million hits in the first 10 days, with most of the messages congratulating the author for countering what many Russians see as Western propaganda. He told us he is proud of his work and that no one pays him to do it. Next, machines of war. These robots aren't the latest effort from the Pentagon's research lab. They have been produced by Shia militias who are fighting the Islamic State group in Iraq. The militia says they're a technological breakthrough that will help them on the battlefield, especially against the bombs the Islamic State's fighters leave behind when they retreat. Military analysts who've seen the video aren't so sure, though. They say the robots aren't advanced enough to be effective in combat and seem designed more for propaganda. Finally today, football in China. The country's president is a huge fan. He recently decreed that football will be compulsory for all children in schools. But they have a long way to go. The national team is currently ranked 83rd in the world, and most schools have no pitches and no trainers. This video provoked ridicule online, with one web user asking why all of China's children apparently want to be goalkeepers. That's it for this week. As always, you can find more reports from our observers on our website, on our Facebook and Twitter pages, and on our apps for mobiles. I'll see you next time.